you. So we live.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on?
Mm-hmm.
We
Uh-huh.
are
We live.
on. Good day,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yep, we are live in the studio.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So we are on Facebook Live. We are on Twitter. We are on Spotify. We are on TikTok. We are on all major stream platforms. I thank you for joining us this afternoon. I am your host, Shane Morris. Can I have some thumbs up and some likes? Yeah, yeah, you're all right. We have one viewing. They're gonna come on.
Yeah, they can see it now,
We
girl.
can see it. It's on. We
I
on
see
live.
it. Yeah, I see it. I
Thank you,
see
everyone. We're
it.
gonna ask that you come on in if you're able to. We got 6 more minutes. We told everybody 1 o'clock.
Okay, I'll be right back. Let me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, TikTok, Twitterland, YouTube, all the above. I'm so thankful that you're able to join us. My name is Shane. I'm your host. This is Coffee Talk. This is my new podcast. So we are going live today with the author, the philanthropist, the writer, the producer, the director, Tangi Rosenberg. And today's topic, we are speaking about narcissistic behavior. This is an encore from Friday's discussion. I received some emails, some text message. We received some great feedback where people want to know more about this topic. Again, I'm your host, Shane. This is my podcast, Coffee Talk. This is a new podcast. And on Friday, we have the lovely, the she has so many names and titles to her, but Miss Tangi Rosenberg coming from South Carolina. I'm going to let her reintroduce herself to you. This is an encore again from on Friday when we spoke about narcissistic behavior, the characteristics, how to understand and know that you have had these things done to you. So I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
All right, all right. Hey guys, hi again. Again, I am Tangi Roseborough from South Carolina, as Ms. Morris has stated. And I listen. The topic is so trending now because everybody want to know exactly what a narcissist is. Some people just not learning how to say the name, but when they hear the definition, they like, oh yeah, so that's the type of relationship I'm in. And that can be including in your family, your marriage, your, whatever the situation may be. But again, I am Tangi Roseborough from South Carolina.
Yes. So we're going to give some more people more time to come in on the chat. We still have 4 more minutes. I
Yes.
told everyone 1 o'clock, and I thank God for the feedback. We had a lot. I did receive some emails and text messages, and it was just, I was like, okay, we have to do an encore. We have to do it
Yeah.
too. We continue.
Yeah.
This is a trendy
Yeah.
topic that's trending on TikTok and all social platforms. We are talking again about narcissistic behavior, whether it be from your family, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be at a home setting or at a work setting, how to identify the signs, things that you can do to get out of the situation, ways that you can cope with different skills to help you heal from this behavior because it is a mental disorder.
That's right. And it can also be like a form of abuse because of the verbal part of it. You know what I'm saying? Not so much as physical, but verbal and mental
Hmm.
abuse. And I'm glad that you're shedding light on it.
So we're going to give them some more time to come on in the chat.
Okay. I'm gonna share it, share it, share it.
Hmm. And if you so happen to miss the live, we will upload it. And so you'll see it on all social platforms. It's right here. Look, it's real live now. See, I'm gonna share. Okay, so we should be up and
And
running.
sometimes, Shamika, you would
Hmm.
never see the true number of the viewers until you actually get off. Because,
Yep.
yeah, the numbers are not really always accurate. But once you get off, you'll see a whole lot of people that was watching.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have two viewers. See if just for you, Rebel, to see if she can see it. So again, we are live. It's 1 o'clock now. 1 more minute.
It's such a dreary day here. It's just raining, raining, raining.
Yesterday was terrible. Just today is supposed to rain for the next 3 days. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
are we on? It's 1 o'clock. Okay. Text her to see if she's. Okay, so we are on completely. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to do the reintroduction again. I'm your host, Shane. This is Coffee Talk. This is a new online podcast. I thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I thank you, everyone, for your great feedback. Again, this is an encore from Friday night's discussion. We were speaking about narcissist behavior, how to see the signs of a narcissist, to know what exactly is a narcissist, how you can heal from this. Today, again, we have Miss Tangi Roseberg from South Carolina. I'll let her reintroduce herself again. She wears many, many hats. Go ahead, Miss Roseberg.
Okay, hi again, guys. My name is Tangi Roseborough from South Carolina, and as Shamika stated, or Shane stated, I do wear many hats. Glory to God for that, and I thank you for the opportunity to be on your podcast again. Looking forward to discussing the topic.
Thank you for coming. So, if you can, we're going to ask everyone out there and understand if you can show us some love, give us some thumbs up, let us know that you can hear us clearly. Let us know that you can hear us clearly.
Your voice is just a little choppy, Shamika.
It's choppy.
Yeah.
I let the microphone go. There's a little echo. Okay, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna put this together. Can you hear me? What about now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a background noise.
Okay, about now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, can you put it in the chat?
Say that again.
Can everyone hear me?
I can.
Okay, so we're gonna go on. If it's a little choppy, please let me know. You can write it in the comment section.
It ain't choppy. It's just going in and out. Some of your words are high, then it'll go low.
I'm gonna turn my mic down. How is that?
That's good.
That's good. Okay, so we're gonna keep it at that level.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start talk the podcast talk. So you just introduced yourself. So some of the questions and the feedback that I did receive during the weekend from Friday to present was what exactly is a narcissist? If you can explain that again to the viewers, briefly if you want to, what exactly is a narcissist? We'll start off with that.
Okay, so I have my own definition of it, but
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna read what it is defined as. A narcissist is defined as someone who has little to no empathy. They manipulate others, gaslight by making others doubt their own reality. They lie incessantly, believes in their own lies. They make you doubt your own emotions and then call you crazy. They rage for absolutely no reason, and you end up apologizing for it. So they'll go off on you, or they'll go off about a situation, but then they'll turn it on you, and you be the one apologizing for it. It can be a parent, a friend, a brother, sister, boss, spouse,
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, girlfriend. In the beginning, they love you like a love bomb,
Love bomb.
believing
Mm-hmm.
making you believe that they are a prince or a princess. Then they slowly start to abuse you, to believe that you are insane. It's all about control. They will isolate you from your family and your friends. You will leave the relationship someone you wasn't. You will appear
Mm-hmm.
confused, unstable to make your own decision, depressed and anxious, and with complex PTSD. So basically, what it is, it's a mental thing. So they begin to attack your mental stability.
Mm-hmm.
They go out and they do all sorts of things, but then when you question them on it, or when you bring it to their attention, they begin to turn the situation back around on you to get it off of them. So that's pretty much what a narcissist is and what they do.
Okay, so have you, again, for the viewers that were unable to attend on the live we had Friday, do you have an experience with being with a narcissist or being around or growing up in that type of environment? And I'm going to include the environment because there were some questions about how to spot a family member that may be a narcissist, not just a relationship.
Yeah, I have a book because of a
Mhm.
narcissist.
Yes.
It's called Dating a Narcissist, the Mr. Mistress in Me. So I dated this guy out of here in South Carolina. He wasn't from my area, but I just began to watch his actions at first. Like the thing says, he was very loving, very caring. Did everything he could to date me because I made him wait for like 2 years. But when we finally got together, I started noticing things. He would go stay out all night long, but when I questioned him on it, it was me. Found out that he was cheating. He even tried to turn that around on me. Just doing a lot of different things that didn't make sense to me, but it always flipped around to, you're the reason why this, and this. And sometimes, because a narcissistic person is not going to take accountability for anything.
Absolutely.
They're not going to apologize for anything, even when they're in the wrong. They're going to wear that wrong because they feel in their mind that they are right. So it starts with belittling you, calling you out of your name. You're not this, you're not that, trying to destroy who you are to make you feel like that you're not that type. You're not the person who you know you are because of the situations that are the things that they are doing. So they always try to turn it around and get it off of them so that they can be on somebody else, so that someone else can carry their wrongdoings. You know what I'm saying? So the signs to look for is just someone who's never apologetic, someone who,
Unapologetic. You're
yeah,
speaking about narcissist behavior.
unapologetic,
Mm-hmm.
someone who would never say I'm sorry and really mean it. They can say I'm sorry, but they'll always go back into that same thing again. So the apology is not genuine. It's just to get you back to that place of where you was with them. So you really have to pay attention to it. And then when you started bringing in light to what they're doing, asking like why, then you're the issue. You're the issue. You're the reason why they're doing what they're doing. So those are just some of the signs of a person with narcissistic personality disorder. And sometimes it will make you think you're crazy. Like for
Mm-hmm.
real, because then you'll start doubting yourself. Like, am I really this type of person?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a mind game. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disorder, but it's still a mind game. That they put on other people, which is not right. But the best thing to do is to get away from a narcissistic person because little to no little it's very little that they change from those ways because that's just who they are. So the best thing to do is to get away from someone like that because if not, honey, you'll find yourself going crazy.
Well, I want to let the viewers know that this is a mental disorder. A lot of the diagnosis or things that I've seen, it a person or individual, doesn't matter if it's your relationship, your spouse, a family member, supervisor, co-worker, it has to start with their environment when they were younger. Okay, so it could be not enough attention, a lot of insecurity, self-doubt with oneself. So what they do, just like Miss Angie just said, they do what is called mirroring effect. So
Yeah.
what they're feeling on the inside, they're actually projecting it on someone, and the behavior can go as far as, just like she just said, gaslighting. Have you think that what you see is not there because they live in this like illusional bubble. So if I said, you might have hurt me, or you might have said something that was wrong, or you might have did something, in their eyes, it's like, no, I didn't do it. You didn't see me do it. The incident never happened. It's just like complete smoke screen. It's just it goes down to a loophole of mental illness. It's not only just that you have paranoid. Some of them are schizophrenia. It goes down. There are different types of narcissists. You have the covert. You have that's one majority. I will say women, as far as relationships have been in, and that's a major one that's trending on the internet right now. Um, so if you were in, well, I'm going to repeat some of the questions that I had on Friday. If you were advising a younger woman or man that is going into a relationship or that has been in a relationship and they're starting to see some signs that's not right, how would you recommend or encourage them to either seek help or to see if this relationship is really, I don't want to say worth being in, but if they could really stand being with one another, or should they be with one another?
Being with someone has that portrays narcissistic personality disorder is very draining. I would say that it drains you because you're constantly defending yourself for something that you did not do. So it's definitely draining. And when it's draining like that, then it begins to weigh on you mentally and also physically. And you can actually become sick from from dealing with that type of disorder because it's like you're constantly trying to defend something that's not actually true. So you're saying I didn't do that. Why you keep saying that? I would tell somebody just to pay attention to the signs. If the signs are there, if it's right there in your face, then that's what it
What
is.
it
You know what
is,
I'm
yep.
saying? I would think so. I think people can change. I really do. Now, it's Friday when you and I was talking, I didn't see that, but I think with therapy and someone really wanting to change, I do think those type of behaviors can be rectified. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be that they want to do it. They have to. First of all, they have to do. They have to see the interviewing skills of it, that they actually have a problem.
Problem, yes.
A lot of people would not accept the responsibility of saying I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So they feel comfortable in that place, and that's why it's never corrected because they don't see anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when I was dating this guy, he didn't see anything that he did was wrong. He didn't see staying out all night long while I was at his house waiting on him. He didn't see that as being wrong. When he took my car and didn't come back for a day or two, he didn't see that as being wrong. When he was sleeping around with all these other women and everything behind my back, he didn't see that as being wrong. He put it on me as, oh, you think you better than I am. That's why you treat me the way you do. That's why, you can't understand what I do because you think you better than me or whatever the situation is. It's always projected back to that person to make them feel like, that they're the reason why that person is actually doing what they're doing. So you have to pay attention to the signs, because again, it's very draining, it's very
Hmm.
tiring, it's very emotional, and even though it's not physical abuse, it
As
can
mentioned.
become, because it pulls on you, and it can actually cause you to become sick physically. So I just tell people to pay attention to the signs. And you was talking about covert narcissists.
Hmm.
This is my notebook, and I've been
Hmm.
keeping
The
notes
famous
on it.
notebook you guys were asking about. This is the notebook.
This is my notebook, and I've been keeping notes on a narcissistic personality disorder for years now. So all of this is things that I go to and I look at, and not that I do that when I'm dating someone. You don't have to, because eventually it's going to show. But
Hmm.
it's good to have something that you can actually go to and look and see and say, those are signs and symptoms of a person that has a narcissistic personality disorder. So a covert narcissist, they are very difficult to recognize and even more difficult to expose. They appear wounded and gentle at the same time, even vulnerable but also humble. They portray themselves as dedicated to a path of enlightenment, but don't practice what they preach. They reel you in by appealing to your sense of empathy. The lack of over arrogance will derail your focus and suspicion. And they epitomize a wolf in sheep clothing. And that's another thing. Someone who's always arrogant. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Always putting themselves up on a pedestal and can't say anything to anyone else in a nice or a humble way, but
Well,
always
also
making
you have to
excuses.
understand it's a hidden jealousy. I'm learning
Oh,
too,
definitely.
which is really scary that someone um, that can stay right next to you, or could be a business partner, can be your spouse, the whole entire time they were secretly jealous. And
Yep.
again, goes back to insecurities. It goes back to um, their living environment growing up, if they didn't seek, quote unquote, because sometimes some of these issues that they do have, it has absolutely nothing to do with the person. If you lived in a home environment and these things took place where maybe one child was favored than the other, um, if you listen to some of the older people, now we're speaking about the family part. My mom treated me that way, so because she treated me that way, I'm doing the same thing to you. So it can go as far as back to certain generations, especially in our homes, especially in our community. These are things that's always never talked about. Now it's a trending topic all over the internet, and people are speaking about it. More and more women are trying to heal from not only just relationship trauma, but their family trauma. You said something that was very interesting: going to therapy. What do you feel about that? You know, it's a taboo for us to go to therapy. It's not common in our community. What are your views on that?
Well, I think therapy is very important. I am a therapist with the state of South Carolina with mental health. So I'm a mental
Hmm.
health clinician for the state of South Carolina.
See?
So I see this type of behavior. Not only that, like you said, with schizophrenia, bipolar, we use the DSM-5 manual to do these
Mm.
diagnoses that we give to people. So, I see it up close and personal. And so even as a clinician, I'm not ashamed to say that I have gone to therapy, because of dealing with someone that was a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's mentally draining,
Hmm.
and it causes you sometimes to doubt yourself, and it can be so overpowering to the point of you really just have to go talk to somebody before you lose your mind, in the whole situation of circumstances of things. So I think therapy is very, very, very important. And I just recently had a therapy session. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of it or anything. I talk to God a lot. God is my
Okay.
therapy. But I also talk to someone physical as well, because I need to have that one-on-one connection with people just to help me stay mentally stable as well. And again, it can be family, your mom, your sister, your brother, and you don't even realize that the treatment that you're getting is considered a narcissistic personality disorder.
Hmm.
So therapy is very important.
It's needed. Now, I'm sorry guys in the chat. Let me know if you still hear the echo. I have taken my mic out. Maybe Miss Tangi has to turn hers down. Can you hear us clearly? Can I have
I
some
don't hear no
feedback?
echo.
It's a big echo.
I don't. I
It's
don't
not.
know
We
what
don't
it
have
is.
anything plugged. Miss Tangi, is your mic up loud?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear us now? Is it still an echo? She said, is the microphone too close to the speaker?
I don't have an external mic. I'm just using the mic on
It's
the
still an
computer.
echo? I don't know. Try those headphones that's on my bed. I don't have anything attached. I just want to make sure that all the viewers can hear us. I apologize. We're going to get this together. I apologize, but I don't have anything plugged into anything. There's nothing connected. The microphone, there's no mic connected.
I don't hear it. Even with me
And so
listening
we're
to
gonna
it
try
through
something
my.
else. But while we are on, thank you all the viewers for logging on. I am again. This is Coffee Talk with your host Shane. Our guest speaker is Miss Tangi Rosenberg. This is an encore from Friday's talk that we had, Friday's discussion. I did receive a lot of great feedback from it, and so we had to do an encore to answer some of the questions that were coming through via email or text message. One of the viewers just asked Miss Tangi, "Do you know?" Hold on, let me make sure that you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it better, guys? Is it better? Is it better? One of the questions that I have here: can you elaborate or express or explain more on triangulation, where
On
they
what
have
now?
you going against another woman or you going against another a sibling, where they have you in this love quarrel or
Okay, so that was something that when I was dating the guy from the Low Country, we were in a triangulation because he was seeing another woman, and actually that's how I found out that he was seeing someone else because she called and told me. But again, he tried to put it all on either me or either on her. And so the thing of it is how I dealt with that. I just got both of them together. He didn't know that I was coming to Charleston, and I met with her, and we went to his house, and we confronted face up in person. That way, nobody can lie about anything. And
mm-hmm,
even with doing that, he still tried to lie about the situation that he was dating this woman. And she had proof, she had text messages, she had videos, she had pictures and all of that. And he was still standing in this woman's face saying that she was a liar. So, you know, if someone goes to distance like that, then in their mind, they are not grasping the fact that, hey, this is not right. Something is not right about this situation. This woman got all this proof, and I'm still standing here in this woman's face saying, calling her a liar, you know, saying that she just want to come in between me and my girlfriend relationship or
that's a big
whatever,
big issue.
even though
Yeah.
she got all this proof, you know what I'm saying? So in his mind, he actually thought, even though she had everything, he actually thought that he did no wrong to either her nor to me. And it was so crazy. And he even called the police on this woman.
He called the
You know,
police.
he called the police on this woman saying that she was lying. So when
Mm.
the police came, he wanted her to be put on trespassing. I told the police, no, don't put her on trespassing because she had all the proof. You know what I'm saying?
He
What you
was
gonna put her
lying.
on trespassing for? Because I'm here. If I wasn't here, she wouldn't be on trespassing. So no, I'm just gonna let this situation go because that's what's best for me. So when it comes to that point, and you lying right here in my face and in the other person's face, no, you got to get out of that because it's just going to be a repetitive cycle. It's
Psycho,
not
yeah.
going to stop. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it's time to pull yourself out of the triangulation and separate from everything. And that's what I did because I knew that I had to keep my sanity. As a motivational speaker, and I speak to a lot of women, I couldn't be caught up in anything like that
Mm-hmm.
and going out here speaking and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And that was another thing. He tried to even tear me down with that. We went to New Jersey because I had to speak in New Jersey, and he went with me. But he got angry because I went and I talked to another lady about being featured in my magazine. And the lady, she did look like a dude, but she was in the Navy. So she had her Navy look, you know what I'm saying? So he was trying to say that me and this lady was trying to hook up. I mean, he was just saying all kind of stuff. And his goal was to embarrass me in front of these women so that they would doubt who I was as a motivational
Mm-hmm.
speaker or a
Mm-hmm.
woman influencer, you know what I'm saying? But it
Mm-hmm.
didn't work. It didn't work. So I just looked at everything that he was doing, and I knew that I had to get away from that relationship because
Mm-hmm.
it's just not good.
Well, what happens is, especially with now, she's talking about the relationship aspect of it is where two or more women, he meaning male or a female, roles can be reversed. Um, we don't discriminate against gender here, so where a person will have one or more women, men, and they will have them up against one another, and they will go back to each one of them and have them going against one another. And the only one that's playing the mind game is whoever the individual is, whether male or female. Now we can go to the family aspect of some family households where you will have one sibling against another sibling. So one sibling will have special treatment, and the other sibling um, will have not as much favor as the other one. So this sibling went to private school, this sibling did not. This sibling might be different fathers or whatever, depending on what it is, or this sibling might be sickly, this sibling is not. I just have this favorite child, and this favorite child gets more treatment than the other one. So when it comes down to triangulation, the moral of the story is you'll have one individual that have everyone going against one another, and they go to each one individually, continuing the drama, or continuing the arguing, continuing to not have them speak to one another,
Yeah.
continuing to have all type of chaos in their house, and the person is deliberately doing it,
Yep.
and it's sickening.
Yep.
It is sickening because what happens is you grow up, you wind up becoming a young woman or a man, and then you fall into relationships, or you'll wind up running your household in this same manner. Some of the signs that this might have taken place, if you don't understand what narcissistic abuse is, being a narcissist is, again, this is a trendy topic. One of the things that might have taken place is you don't bring home the same grades as your brother or sister. This sibling might have asthma, you didn't have asthma, so you didn't require that much. This sibling like this, you don't like it, you just make things difficult. Why can't you just go along with the flow? When it comes down to a relationship, it will be, well, this one wears her hair long, this one drives a Mercedes, this one has a six-figure job. Well, why can't you be like this one? So he or she or whoever it is might start cross-referencing and having a comparison with one, and it becomes a big mess. These are some of the signs, and you can fill in the blanket. And again, you examine your household, examine where you're at, and we're not trying to break up any relationships. We're not trying to cause any destruction. We're just bringing some
That's right.
information to your homes. We're starting off. This is a trendy topic that's going across the internet world right now, and this is something that I want to speak about and bring forth more light about. And there's some other topics that we want to speak about, which is PTSD. We want to speak more about some mental illness. So these will be some different topics. Now, Miss Tangi, she has written a stage play. Also, she is doing screening right now for is it her first or second movie?
Second.
And then she does have a book about this topic, so I'll let her explain or elaborate more with that.
Right, and then another thing about a narcissist too is they gonna always play the victim. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna always be the victim, and you better not try to act like that you've been victimized by them, because then it's really gonna get serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dare you. How you gonna act like you the victim? You're not the victim. You know what I'm saying? So get out of that victim mode. So they gonna make it you feel like you don't even have a right to be feeling the way you feeling because of their the way that they are treating you or whatever. And so yeah, the book that I have is called Dating a Narcissist. When I began to tell people about the story of me and this guy dating, everybody was like, "It sounds like a Lifetime movie. You should write a book about it." And so I sat down and I thought about everything, and I was like, yeah, this is going to help somebody. So I wrote the book, and it's on Amazon, it's on barnesandnoble.com, walmart.com, a lot of international outlets on the internet and different things like that. And so August the 6th, I had my first stage play called
Mm-hmm.
Dating a Narcissist, and that can be found on YouTube. I put it on YouTube as well as my Facebook
Oh,
page
see.
as well. So it's really good. It brings light to that topic. The guy who played it, he really didn't go into it deep as a narcissistic person could have, but it's still good. And then now I am in the process of writing, finishing up the script for the movie called Dating a Narcissist, the movie. So I will be casting for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have two amazing people who's gonna play the lead role. One guy, he has a lot of movies out. He just finished a film called 17 Days with Mark Good, and so he's gonna be my lead actor. And then this lady named Stephanie Boyd, she's gonna be the lead female actor who's going to play me. And then the lady named Money Sutton out of Atlanta, she's in a lot of movies as well. She's going to play the mistress. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great opportunity to get into, if you ever want to act or whatever, you don't have to have any experience, but you will have to be in the South Carolina upstate area in order to be featured in the movie. So yeah, it's all to bring light about the topic and different things like that. So
So that's good, you guys. I believe is your book on where? Is it on Amazon?
Amazon, it's on
It is on Amazon.
Amazon.com, Amazon, and it's also on barnesandnoble.com. It's
Mm-hmm.
also on walmart.com. And if anybody just put my name in Google, in the Google chat, I mean in the Google search box, everything about me will come up. Again, let me make this plain and clear. I take no glory for nothing. I don't want to be glorified. I don't want to be in front of God. I want God to always lead me. So just know when I begin to talk about my different things that I have going on, is to bring glory to God. I don't want no glory whatsoever. I'm thankful that He chose me to be the vessel, to use here on this land to help other people. So please don't think, she always talking about, no, 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 no. I can't do nothing without God. Absolutely nothing. So people would say that, you make everything about you. No, I don't. I promise you I don't. I don't even, a lot of times, what I take in, I give back out. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about the money. It's about helping other people, to pull other people out of situations that I've been in. So
Mm-hmm. And you'll be surprised in any type of conversation. This might come up. Like I said, this is a trendy topic: narcissist and narcissist behavior. How to see the signs, understanding the different ones, and you can go on Twitter land, you can go on YouTube, you can go on TikTok. You see across the board. And what I love right now is everyone is in this process of trying to heal whatever that trauma might be, whether it's childhood, whether it's abusive relationship, whether it's some mental clarity or exactly who he or she is. Everyone is trying to heal, so they will. I hope everyone in the chat will invest in the book and go ahead and on Amazon and order that book. But just trying to get some clarity of who they are, what their purpose is here. If something is no good for you, as you said before, when to leave, know when to exit out, knowing that you won't lose or you won't be embarrassed or it's not something to be ashamed of. You won't know anyone needs help. We won't. You'll have people around you that can assist or help or maybe drop something in your spirit. But if you don't search this and ask for help, you'll just continue to go through it. I have had these things take place with me. Didn't understand what was going on, thought I was bugging out. Then you go through a period of trying to transform yourself. There is a period, one of the speak not the speaker, one of the not customers. See, I'm all over the place. One of the guests asked the D grade period with a narcissist. Can you explain that? Where they devalue you, degrade you, they talk about you. This the part where they slander everything about you. The lies can go so deep. I've had this personally happen to me.
Definitely. And that's one of the biggest things because they want you to question you. They want you to question your character. They want you to begin to question your own integrity. Their goal is to destroy everything about you and it's a form of control.
Yes.
Because if you start thinking that you're less than based on what they're saying, then they can control you and the situation and everything around you. That's why it's very important. It doesn't matter what anybody say about you. You have to know who you are as a person for yourself because people, they do that. And that's one of the main things that they go to. They want to devalue who you are as a person so that they can stay in control of the situation, the relationship, and even you. Because then again, it goes back to you questioning yourself and you standing there like, where's this coming from? Like, I don't even understand. You want me to be okay with the things that you are doing? You don't see no wrong in that? Like, what's really wrong with you? Like, I
It's
don't
sick.
understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then your mind is steady racing. And they're saying that you're not this, you're not that. I was told that your magazine ain't no real magazine. It ain't no Oprah magazine. You ain't no motivational speaker. How can you help other women and look what you got going on in your own life? You're not this, you're not that. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to devalue me as a woman. But see, the thing about me is I know who I am and who I stand in. So that stuff like that, it get to me, but I don't let it overpower or overtake me. I have to immediately give those things to God and let God deal with that because those things are too big for me. Because again, it pulls in your spirit. Because you be wondering like, what the freak wrong with this person? Why they can't get it? Like, you're the reason why I'm like this. I'm counteracting to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Take ownership for something. Stop being the victim. Like, this is what you're doing to me, and you don't even have the audacity to see it, and you want to blame me for what you are doing. Like, what the freak wrong with you? That's what I
It's
was going to say.
illusions.
You know.
Illusions and delusions.
Yeah. So the devaluing that's one of their biggest go-to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I done had plenty of women look better than you. I make you. You ain't nothing without me. Don't you forget that. You know, stuff like, oh yeah, I'm something without you because I was already something when the creator created me. So that's how I look at stuff, Shamika. So I'm not going to say it don't hurt because it does, you know. And now, because I'm so close to God, that be up under attack as well, you know. So you just have to pay attention to things. It's very, very important to pay attention. I want to read this right here. A narcissist will paint a picture of themselves as being the victim or innocent in all aspects. They could go out here and do any and everything, and they see no wrong in it. They will be offended by the truth. If you start coming at them and asking them questions about this, and this, oh, that's going to make everything just go blow up because you know what? They don't want to face the truth of what's really going on. But what's done in the dark will come to the light. Time has a way of showing people's true color. A narcissistic personality, they are so arrogant that they actually think that they could continue to hurt, disrespect you, and treat you like garbage, and you will continue to come back to them. How about that? Because it's a repetitive cycle.
It
And if
is.
it's a repetitive cycle, they see no wrong in it. They're going to be like, well, she'll be back, or he'll be back, or you know, whatever the situation may be. And sometimes, y'all, we have to separate ourselves. It's okay to separate from family. It's okay to separate from friends. You know what I'm saying? It's okay so that you can get back to your mental stability and not let it overpower you because eventually, I'm telling you, it will have you to the point to you thinking that you are crazy because of the way they coming at you and they so good at it. They don't stop and they pound, 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 pound until you can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the draining and stuff start coming in. So, just know that those are some of the signs and symptoms as well. Their job is to hurt you, to degrade you, to disrespect you, and to make you feel like that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve.
Hmm.
How dare you come and ask me about? Yeah, I ain't doing that. You catch my hand. I ain't did that.
And it's like I said before, it's a form of insecurity. It's them projecting their insecurities on you. So by me belittling you, can you hear me live on the chat? I know that they're saying that I'm either deep down or I'm not loud enough. Let me know if you can hear me. Um, how they feel on the inside. If they're not strong about who they are, then they'll go ahead and project it on you. Well, you this. I had someone recently, matter of fact, this weekend told me my ego was too high. And I'm sitting there like,
Wow.
my ego is too high. The older I get, I want to avoid certain things. I like peace in my life. I don't want, I'm not clear.
Hold on, Shamika. Let me get
Okay,
my
I'm
door.
still not clear, so I don't actually know. Still echoing. I have no clue. While she is on break again, I'm your host, Shane. Hopefully, we're trying this again. Can you hear me clearly now?
I'm not.
No, there's still an echo.
I
I
don't.
have no
I
clue.
hear it.
I
I hear
really
you
don't.
real good, Shamika. But I don't know. I don't know what else. But it's clear to me.
You are clear, but echo. I don't know what the echo is. Can you hear me speaking now? Can you hear me clearly now? Yes? Can you hear me clearly now? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so again, it's fine. Echo isn't that bad. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, my name is Shane. I am your host today. For those that are coming on, that are logging on, we are speaking about narcissist behavior, whether it's with a relationship or family issues. I apologize. Keep going. I apologize if the echo is going in and out. I am in one place. I have no mics that is set up. If you are unable to catch the live, it will be posted on all major platforms, including my YouTube channel, my TikTok. It will be live here as well on Miss Tangie's page. She is a writer, she is a producer, she's a director, she's a philanthropist, she's a motivational speaker. She's also an ordained minister. She has a ministry. I know that in the morning time, I am on that line Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. One of her famous lines that I love is to command your day. So here she is speaking. We're doing an encore from Friday's live. And we're speaking about these things. And we're going to tackle some mental health issues. We're going to tackle and debunk and tackle these trendy topics that are going on. And again, we're speaking about narcissist behavior. I believe that all of us have encountered, I think us as a whole, as a community, I'm talking about, us. I have to be careful what I say, so we keep the video up. I just think that there's some things that we needed to touch on, we still need to touch on, that we still need to heal from. I think that these things were carried on because it wasn't just from us, our generation or your generation, that men, women, and people do these things. I think it came down the line of just the way the environment was in the way that we were raised. I want to say it like that. I'm trying to keep it clean. But when it comes down to a narcissist, I just think it's very evil. I do think that people can heal. I just think it's some like dark deity. I really, really do. And sometimes you have to really take your blinders off to really see that this is just really who the person is. That's my problem. Like I know how I walk. I walk in the light. I am grounded and rooted. I preached yesterday. One of the things I did speak about is being anchored in the word. So I know how to go in hibernation and pray. But you keep praying for something and praying, and the way a knock work is they'll be okay for like a week or two.
And then about a month later, or 2 weeks later, or maybe the next day, you're sitting here like, what is this? And we have to remember as ministers, as officials, first, the devil knows the Bible as well. The devil knows when we pray and knows different tactics to use to mess with our head. So you have to be rooted and have some type of firm foundation somewhere so that when you are faced with these things, whether people, place, of things, or whether you're going to speak with your mother about some issues that took place growing up, you have to stand firm and believe that you speaking to he or she, whomever it might be, that I'm coming from a place where I'm trying to heal, but I'm trying to address these things. And it seemed to me that people that walk in this type of mental illness, because it is, they're in denial. So I would tell my viewers, which I am understanding, I'm learning, some people will never heal. You have some people that will, but you will have some narcs that just don't believe that they're who they that you may say they are. Okay, what I'm projecting is not what you're saying I am. I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with what I'm doing. And that's where you have to come up
Yeah.
in your mind and your spirit to say, you know what? I respect everything that you say, respectfully, but I can't be around this. And that's what I believe you will start to go for peace and healing, because the psychological damage that takes place, sometimes people are not healed from that.
Yeah.
And then we go on and we try to create this family, and people don't realize these stumbling blocks that took place before us hinders us now. It doesn't matter what your age is. I'm watching on the internet, and I've had questions with women that have been with married for 20 plus years, and they're just realizing I was single in the marriage.
Mm.
I was a single mother in the marriage. You have some women that come up to me and it's just like, well, my mom treated my brother better. He got the silver spoon. I had to struggle. I'm sure you hear some of these stories, and some of the stories I'm like, wow. But it's just mental illness that takes place in our community. And I commend those that are trying to seek peace right now. And you have to understand, even in this time where you're trying to seek peace, you might have to sit by yourself. Do not jump into another relationship. I don't understand why people do that. You're unhealed. You will bring the same trauma you had in that into the next relationship.
That's right.
You do know that. And that's a part what people don't understand. If you are in a 20-year, 30-year marriage or relationship or some type of situationship, that's 20 years worth of mental damage. You cannot say 6 months later, I'm in a complete, healthy, sturdy relationship. You
Right.
cannot.
That's
It's
right.
just it's not. If you grew up in an environment where it doesn't matter what your age range, and you go back to maybe your grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, or whatever, and you said, well, when I was a child, you did these things to me. It took 10, 20, 30 years for that psychological damage to be impacted, to grow around you and in you. You come into them one conversation, they're not going to realize what took place. Okay, this is not a fly by night healing process. I believe healing process is a lifetime, but this particular topic that we are speaking about, I think it takes a while to heal. And yes, we're going to bring forth some of the examples, or you can examine yourself. And again, we are not psychiatrists. We encourage that you go to therapy. We do encourage that, but we are just bringing a topic to life. This here is getting on my nerve. We're bringing light to a trending topic. We're bringing light to an important topic. There's some other ones that we will discuss, but I believe healing takes time, and I believe that you shouldn't jump into another environment knowing that you was just in something that caused so much mental anguish.
That's
What do
right.
you
You
think
know,
about that?
I agree because after he and I broke up, I stayed single for 4 years. I
See?
didn't date. I didn't talk to nobody. I worked on my healing because he really like put me through some stuff. So I didn't want to get back into another relationship. I didn't even want to date because I was not healed on the
Yeah.
inside in my life or anything, and I didn't want to get into another relationship and bring that what he projected on me to someone else. So for 4 years, I did not date at all. I was celibate.
Mm-hmm.
I just healed, just me and God.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was ready, I just, told God, okay, Lord, I think I'm healed now. Actually, I know I'm healed now, and I am ready to date. It's been a lonely 4 years, but I would not date anybody the way that I was, because he caused a lot of hurt, and he really tried to damage me. So I
Mm-hmm.
just focused on me and getting myself back together before I got back into a relationship.
Mm-hmm. The damage is severe. You go through depression, you go through the highs and lows, um, you go through self reflection, self imagery. Some women I've spoke with can't look at themselves in the mirror. They haven't looked at themselves. There are no mirrors. They don't like who they are. It's always I have to repair, whether it's my face or I need a tummy tuck. It's just like being in a narcissistic relationship. It just tears you down all the way to the core. And that's why I said it's a dark entity, because the way it strips you of who you are.
Yeah.
And regardless of what your religion are, we are Christians here. So whatever your religion is, whatever your anchor is, I think one, you need to have a deep root in some type of spiritual, some type of faith base. You have to have something, because that's will help you to grow.
Yeah.
Two, I think you need to separate yourself for people, place, and things. And three, I believe that you should acknowledge that this thing took place, accept it, and begin your healing process. Because not only do you have to heal, if you have children attached to some narcs, you might have to speak with them, or some children might require therapy as well, because
Yeah.
they were in the environment. You don't know the impact that might have taken place. So it's a journey. So jumping into a premature relationship, I do not think that's a good. Again, this is my opinion. You do whatever it is that you want to do, but we're having open dialogue here. Whatever you feel you need to do as an adult, you do that. But the healing in the long term, you want a healthy relationship. You want a healthy relationship with your children. You want your children, your grandchildren to have something healthy. Of course, they told us that we were supposed to get married and have a house. Well, Disney messed me up. I share this all the time with my ministry. Disney messed me up. I thought I would have a Prince Charming. I was supposed to go to college, and then I was going to get a house, and then I was going to be a wife, a mother, and a business owner. And then people lied. Disney messed me up. Thought I was supposed to have this. And I'm sure I'm not the only woman that thought this was real.
Yeah.
Television, channels, and programming is real. You have a box that has channels, and they're programming things into your head. And then when you get older, you realize, like, this is not working out. I have to pay my way through school. I have to take out financial aid. These men are delayed by 10 years past me. And it's just like, I didn't sign up for this, or I married early. Um, I could have waited. And so I live and learn, and I'm able to share that. But it's just things that you go through. It's like you're not properly prepared for these things.
Yeah.
And then you have someone that's here trying to tear you down, and you're trying to be who God says you are. You have someone in front of you telling you God didn't say that. I'm your
That ain't who
God.
you are.
Exactly. And that's one thing that, but you don't know. You're not aware.
Yeah. And this right here is very important as well, because, like I said, I'm probably just going to write a book just based on just the definitions and the different symptoms and signs of a narcissist, so that
Hmm.
people would know. I'm praying about that right now, but I think that's something that I'm gonna put into the works, is just doing like maybe a book with a workbook or something like that,
Yeah, I was thinking the
so
same.
that people
Yes,
can know the signs. But um, it says that narcissist abuse is deadly,
it
and we
is.
don't think about it being deadly because we think of it as, it's just a mental thing. But you got to understand, mentally, that's where your brain is. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And with all this stuff coming at you, and you trying to process everything that's going on, that's a wear and tear on your brain, your functioning. And everything is operated from the brain, so it can be damaged. Um, so it's not just like domestic violence; it's emotional manipulation. It has our consequences. for victims. It can greatly affect their mental and physical health.
Mm-hmm.
It changes who they are and minimizes their potential. Extreme trauma can even cause brain damage and
Mm.
various other physical and mental abnormalities. This is not a joke, and it is far more dangerous than people acknowledge. Some people develop extensive chronic physical ailments and or mental health issues. It also negatively impacts a person's day to day functioning. It's not just wrong, it is a crime. What these people go through. If you are a victim, I'm talking about anybody that has found themselves in this type of relationship. Um, if you are a victim, amen, you need to um, get out, amen, get out,
Mm-hmm.
amen, get your mental stability back stable. If that even means talking to a therapist to in order to save your own life. Nobody have to physically put their hand on you to cause your death.
Mm.
These type of people right here, they are very dangerous people with weapons from their mouth. And I always say when the words go forth, those words can't be pulled back in. You can't say, okay, I shouldn't have said it, I'm sorry. No, those words stay with you forever and ever and ever.
In
And
a
that's
day.
why it's so detrimental to your mental stability, your brain, and to guard your mind, because we know the enemy here attack our mind. So that's very important, you know.
Oh,
Oh, you went away.
I apologize, everyone. Go ahead.
Whatever. But basically, that's pretty much what I wanted to say, to make sure I put that out there, that it is very damaging to your brain because your mind is constantly going. So there's extra stuff on your brain to think about, like, what have I done wrong? Like, where did I come in the midst of this? When I was just voicing how I felt, when I was just bringing something to the light, when
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying how I felt, you know, where did all this come from? And then you began having headaches, you know what I'm saying? And all these different things began to take place, and then it's just a wear and tear on your body. So
It
you
is.
have to know that it's not just domestic violence that's dangerous. Dating someone who's a narcissistic person is very dangerous as well, because it's something that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
can't see the abuse, but you know because you feel it. You know that person that's in it, they feel it. You find yourself sleeping all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be
Because your
around
brain.
nobody, probably drinking, smoking, whatever the situation may be. Those are all potentials to help you cope with what's going on. So yeah, you got to know that you know that you know who you're dealing with, and again, that's family members or whoever.
Relationships off it. And I'm sorry, y'all, if it sounds like we start preaching because we both preach. God got to be in the midst. So if this is not to
Ain't
your liking,
it? Ain't it,
I
girl?
apologize because this is what we do. Okay, so if you seem like okay, they sound like it's Sundays. I'm sorry about that because we want to uplift and also uh, heal or shed some light to anyone that have doubt anything that's going on. And again, we do not believe in damaging homes. We believe in having healthy homes, but we do want to shed some light on some mental illness that does take place in our community.
That's
Okay,
right.
so we're not telling you to go look at your husband and call him a narcissist, or look at your wife and call her a narcissist, or go back and tell your mother you're a narcissist. But we just want to practice some healthy behavior, and we don't want, please, like I say, with my ministry, don't have y'all preachers and y'all people coming for me. Don't come for Miss Tangi as well. Please don't come. We just want to shed some light. We stay in our lane, but we are ministers and we do walk, or we are motivational speakers. So if it sounds like we preachy, it is what it is. This is what we believe in. We prayed before we got on this here, and this is what we do. So we would also, I would hope so. She said the same thing. Encourage you to stand strong on the word of God. I have to put this in there. If you are not a Bible thumper and you don't understand every page, find one verse like I was taught growing up. Find one chapter and memorize it to get you through these things, because even you tapped on something that is a big thing in our community also is domestic violence. Domestic violence is a huge one in our community. I hope that you guys can hear me. It looks like it might be a little echo, but I hope you can hear me. And there are ways to get out. And again, one thing that we did not say is you cannot change the person.
Woo!
You can't change the
Ooh.
behavior.
Ooh. Yes.
You can't. You can't. And the way that God works, I think in the midst of going through all that you're going through, you find out what your hidden gifts there are. Because remember, a narc projects. It might sound like it's echoing, but y'all gonna get this out. Projects their insecurities on you. So what they're saying is the dislike that they have, but that is not exactly who you are. So just like this woman of God right here, she has done it all. She is a mother as well, and she is a minister as well, but she directs, she writes, she does all these wonderful things. You came here on an assignment. So if someone is telling you you can't do it, which is man, then what was God? Why is God here? What are we doing here? So even if you don't believe in, the Bible, that's not your thing, but you have to have some creator. If you don't want to say the word God, I say the Most High. But you came here on assignment. You didn't come here to be abused. Psychologically, physically, and mentally. You didn't come here to be abused. That's not what you came here for. You came here to do a greater work or purpose, or whatever that is, whatever that greater work is, that purpose is. So we are giving you some of the signs and tools. And if you need more, you can go on Miss Tangie's page, and you could come on in the morning. She has some awesome women of God that do pray, and they command the day. That's her theme. I don't want y'all to think I took that. But she says command the day. So and that means a lot. So that means when you get up, and depending on what your home life is, you're asking God to make things that are crooked straight. So if you know that you're constantly arguing, and you know that you're dealing with infidelity, and you know that you're dealing with financial issues in your household, well, as soon as you hit your feet hit the floor, start praying. Okay, and ask God to command it to the way that it should go, and
That's
stand
right.
firm in that, and do understand that you should not be ashamed, because believe it or not, a lot of us in the community are going through it and
Yeah.
have gone through it, and there are some that can help assist and heal. And please, if you're diagnosed with anything, we're not telling you not to take your medication. Please, let's put these things up, because I don't want no text message saying, oh, they told me not to do X, Y, and Z. No, we're telling you to continue to do that. But there are some tools, there are some books. She has a book that can help you to identify. She also has stage plays and music, movies, as well as others that can help you with this topic. Okay, so
It's
I
talk
had
to
to throw my spew in
somebody.
here because I don't want people to be like, oh no, they sound no, we are ministers. We have ministries and charities, and this is what we do, and we want to shed some light to some, again, I keep saying trendy topics because that's what they say this is, but there's some, we're shedding light to things that do go on in our community. We want our community to be a healthy community.
That's right.
But first we have to debunk some myths, and we have to move past some mental illness that we do have in our community. So we have shared some things with you guys, and we thank all the viewers that came on. If you're unable to catch this live stream, again, it will be uploaded um, in all platforms, and you can listen to it. I also have Spotify, so if you want to listen to it later on tonight. But we have showed you some signs and have said some things that'll get you thinking, well, maybe let me see. And again, the healing process is with you. A healing process takes place with you. You first have to understand that this is exactly what you're going through, and it's okay to be at where you're at.
That's
And there are
right.
avenues and things that you could take. But these are the signs that we've all dealt with it,
That's right.
relationship wise, or whether it might have been in a family setting. We've all dealt with it. So I thank you, Miss Tangi, for coming on. Again, she has her book on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. Does anyone in the chat have any questions or anything on that we have spoken about this far, or do you need any clarity on anything we spoke about this far? We're doing a little Q&A.
This is good, Shamika. I'm
Yes,
driving.
ma'am.
This is good.
Interview, you can ask anything. And inside the chat, please do not be a stranger. I believe in gifting. I'm a huge gifter. You have Miss Rosenberg Cash App down there. You have mine. Please go ahead and sow a seed, shed a light, because it does assist with all the endeavors that we have going on. And so, do you have any? Wait a minute. Before we close out with that, does anyone in the chat have anything that they want to ask right now? We won't say your name. You could just put the question up there, whether it's how to identify what exactly is an art, how to remove yourself away, and if you need further and deep assistance, you have our chat information. You could just message us or call us. To those of you who have our numbers, and we can help as best as possible. And again, she has casting for her stage for her movie in South Carolina, correct? You want to speak a little bit more about that?
Yes, so again, it's dating a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
Make
Mm-hmm.
sure y'all go to YouTube and check out the stage play. It's really good. We had fun filming it. I wrote it last year. Well, I paid somebody to write the original script, but I went in and just changed it up some. And so with the movie script, I'm rewriting the whole script for it. So, but we had so much fun, preparing for the stage play. Some
Mm-hmm.
really good people who came in and assisted with bringing it to reality. Um, it was amazing because that was my first one that I did, and it was sold out. Like
See, look at go.
there was no more seats in the building,
Uh-huh.
and everybody was so excited about it. I've been asked to bring it to different cities, so we're in
Oh,
the
that's
process
wonderful.
now of trying to find
Cast
venues
together.
in those cities so that we can take it to those cities. But right now, I'm focusing on the movie,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm ready to get the movie out. It's going to be
That'll be
a
awesome. Might
lot
have it
better
on Tubi
than.
or Pluto. Those are my stations now.
Yeah,
Pluto
yeah.
have
So
some awesome movies. I'm not advertising them, but there's some good movies on Pluto. Great
really, I didn't know
actors and
that.
producers, yeah, and Tubi as well.
Okay, I love Tubi, but yeah. So that's what's going on, and y'all don't just like Shamika said, don't just go be calling people narcissists.
Please don't, and don't go for us. Please
Make sure
don't.
you know what you're calling somebody, because you
Uh-huh.
don't want to, destroy anybody either. But if the signs and the symptoms are there, hey, it is what it is. It's
Yes,
spelled
ma'am.
out. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, honey, they might come out of it for one day, for 1 minute, but you better believe if somebody is truly like that, they're gonna go right back into it. It ain't gonna take long
Yes.
because it's hard for them to
Yes.
change that type of behavior. So it could be a whole day, it could be a whole week, it could be a whole month, but you better believe that eventually they're gonna go back into that same old cycle because that's what it is, until until it's healed or dealt with or treated or whatever the situation may be, it's gonna always go back into the same thing. So, but I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you, Shamik. I really do. You
Mm-hmm.
doing some amazing things as well.
Thank you.
And so I really, enjoy supporting you by purchasing your products and stuff. Y'all, if you haven't gotten some of her butter lotions and stuff
Hmm.
like that, let me go and tell you, you need to get it. Because then when I got on my skin, I done used all my little spray oil. I put that with the lotion and put it all over my body because I got dry skin, but I needed something, and she did that thing. Child, let me show y'all, honey. I got my little bottle back there. I need some more. I done used all of it. And then the coffee. The coffee is amazing too.
Yes, yes. The cafe is reopening. We're relaunching. Of course, you guys will be the first to know. And people are asking and putting their orders in for the hot chocolate, the snickerdoodle. My decaf, Colombian, my calf, it is coming. Give us about a week and 2 more weeks, and you will see the launch here. We'll let you know all about it. But I have a plethora of things that you can support with. We do have our services, our I don't want to, I hate to say services, but on tonight I do have biblical studies, and then on tomorrow night we have table talk with Miss Williams, one of my elders, and on Thursday we have, I want to say the name correct because we making sure, which is recovery studies for those that are dealing with any type of narcotics or alcohol abuse. And so we are trying to reach the masses with all of these, and these are women that are coming forth to help and assist and aid with whatever their service. They're doing it. I don't know anything on it. I'm just going to be in attendance of it, and I trust them, and I know that we will help and assist. And I will have the flyers inside the chat later on. And I will also post it on. If anyone would like to join, it is open. I think we have Miss Williams on. I think she is on. I think Miss Sandra is on. She's gonna kill me.
She is.
She is going to kill me.
She is on. I seen her name.
Okay. She's gonna kill me. And she kicks off tomorrow. And she was nervous in the beginning, but I think she's ready. We prepped and we spoke yesterday about it, and she still seemed nervous, but I think she's gonna come through. She's talking about anything that's taking place in the community with us as women. Um, whether it be depression, anxiety, being a mom, being a single, whatever she's coming with, we're going to have open dialogue and open talk. I think this is much needed right now. No, she won't be on this platform because she's going to kill me. No, Miss Sandra is on Thursday, and Recovery Talk is tomorrow. So my mom just checked. Okay, so Recovery Talk is tomorrow, and that is those that are dealing with any type of substance abuse, alcoholic abuse. The flyer will be on. I will upload it here, and then I'll post it on your page, and then I'll post it in the chats because I am in some of her chats and other groups that I am in. I will post it. I think I've kept quiet for some time, but it's time to expand. So again, we thank you in any way that we can help and assist. Please, please, y'all have our information. I've been posting and promoting, and I'll continue to post and promote all the wonderful things. I think you have a gala that's coming up in October.
Yeah, it's the Man of Honor, the Man of Excellence. I'm sorry, the Man of Excellence Award that we're going to be honoring 55 men. I was trying to bring up the flyer, but it won't let me. So, anyway. Oh, Lord, I do.
We have it together. We not organized. We over organized. So we'll have the flyers up, and you'll see it on our lives and on our feeds. There, is this it?
Um, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
This is it.
Okay, I need to get back in the thing. Let me see how I get back up there.
And she honors men in the community for their great work. I believe she has someone from New York.
Yeah. Can y'all see it?
We can.
Okay. So yeah, it's the Man of Excellence Award Gala. It's gonna be October the 15th here in South Carolina. You know, we always doing stuff for women, and God laid it on my heart to just honor these men. So right now we have a voting pool going on where they can go on and vote for the Man of the Year Excellence Award, whomever they feel like should be able to receive that award for their accolades or their blazing skills, or just being there for people, or in just whatever situation. So right now we have the poll open till September the 18th. It'll close out, and then at that time one person will be chosen for the Man of Excellence Award of the year. But all the other 54 or 55 men, everybody's going to receive something, whether it's a smaller award
Trophy.
or a certificate of appreciation, or something. So I'm excited about this particular event because again, we don't never honor the men, but God has given me the opportunity to other these men and their thank you while they still here. So I'm so excited about that.
I am too, and I always I'm asking y'all to support her in every way you can. If I'm unable to attend any of her functions, I do always make sure someone has one or two people have a seat or two. But we have something. We're still in the mix of mingling for the month of March. First off, we have also Emerald Charity. We have our first annual Christmas dinner. It is on Eventbrite, and you will see the flyer in the feed. We will be in Lakeland, Florida. So it's not here in New York, so don't kill me. We're booking and planning for next year for New York gala or dinners, but for right now it's in Florida. It will be at Carlton Arms, and we have a beautiful banquet hall. We have a beautiful menu going up, and the tickets are on Eventbrite. It's not high, so if you want to share the holidays with us, you're more than welcome. Y'all have my information. If not, y'all can message me and we'll give you the information. If you need assistance booking your reservations, I am also a travel agent, so I can assist and help with the best quotes and prices that I can. So we both, between the two of us, and there's some others, we have some great things that are coming up this fall, this upcoming September, October, and this fall in the holidays. So we look
Yeah.
forward to seeing whoever's on the chat that's able to attend. Whether you're voting to bring forth a man of honor, a man of excellence, or whether you're coming down to have Christmas and celebrate the holidays with us, but there's plenty. Also during the week, myself, I do have studies Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays now, and you'll finally see my flyer. I haven't posted it yet, but Miss Tangi also has her prayer group that goes forth in the mornings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. And they start us off awesome women of God. Some of the women are on my page, and they come from all over the states. I believe some South Carolina, some North Carolina. I'm from New York, and they're awesome women of God, and they're all on and they're praying to command their day. So if you do need any sisters again afterwards, you're more than welcome to inbox us. Don't be a stranger. I posted the cash apps inside of the menu down below. I am a huge gifter, so I do believe in gifting. Please, man or women or whoever you may be, just send something that was a token of love, and we just thank you for coming on live. And again, if you're unable to see the live, I will upload it to my YouTube and all major streaming platforms. You'll see the advertising because I've been doing great advertising. I think so myself. But we thank y'all for logging on. Again, if you need any more help, you go ahead and communicate with us afterwards. And this has been a beautiful dialogue. And again, this is the encore. I apologize for Friday. Oh my goodness, it was every type of tech issue that you could think of that took place.
It only
So
get better from here.
it's gonna get better because this is not easy. Behind the scenes, I have a whole production, and it's just like boop boop. As soon as I hit the button, nothing came on.
Yeah. It gets
So
better.
it
It
gets
gets
better.
better. Yeah. And I
So
thank you, Shamika, because you gave me my topic for Thursday. If I do it this Thursday, because I'm leaving Saturday going on the cruise. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything Thursday. But my topic, you gave it to me. You don't even realize you done gave me my topic for
see,
Thursday. My topic is going to be married women but still single. You just said that. And I was looking for something catchy to talk about that's important because a lot of women are married but they still feel like they're single. So that's awesome. So I appreciate, and even if you do it, one thing about it, we're not in competition with each other. However I
absolutely
can help
not.
you, you know what I'm saying? I'll be there to help you and vice versa. So yeah.
So what are you going on live with that so the audience will know?
No, I'm gonna use my StreamYard through my platform. The my show that I always do on Thursdays at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I might come back on. Maybe I might chime on.
yeah. And then again, I think your mom. I think we got that set for September the
September.
23rd. We just got to find a topic that interests her that we can talk about. But I do know I want her to push her business, because again, I have over 5,000 followers. And so, and I have a huge following on Instagram as well. And so, put your business out there. You never know who watching. You know
Hmm.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
and
So
we are entrepreneurs and chocolate entrepreneurs, and we believe in shedding the word. I'm one of those that tell you go open up a business. You do so. I preach that. Oh, why don't you go do this? I think one of my youngest members, she started a dog line. I'm not sure if she's on or she sells dog shampoos. Dog clothing, I believe. I don't know if Deja is on, but I'm putting that plug out there. I will have her information up for those of you that have little guys that you love. Dog shampoo and conditioner, I believe she started, but through listening to me and do just watching certain things, she started that. So we'll put that up. So yes, we do believe in promoting entrepreneurship, and some people behind the scenes have definitely hit me up to ask if they could come on, which is not a problem. I'm for that. I believe in that. I believe in us expanding in our own community and starting our own capital. But that's another topic for another day, and we will touch on that because I'm a big entrepreneur. So, and I believe in that. So, we're going to close out now. We thank all the viewers for coming on. Again, I'm your host, Shane. This is Coffee Talk. And this is our guest speaker, Miss Tangi. And for those of y'all that were on this live, come rejoin her on Thursday night at 7 p.m.
I'll put it out if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm probably
Okay.
am, but yeah, more than likely I am. But yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me. Enjoy
you.
the rest of your day.
Yes. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.